Hi everyone, it's Tatiana from Tatiana's Everyday Food and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm sharing an absolutely delicious Thanksgiving turkey recipe. I'm going to show you how to make stuffed turkey breast. We're going to put some spinach, bacon, shallots, garlic on the inside, and this recipe is especially great if you're serving dinner for a smaller group of people or you just prefer not to roast the entire turkey. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this delicious turkey roll. I'm going to start with my filling first today, and I'm rendering 3 slices of bacon in a medium saute pan. I'm going to take my bacon out onto a paper towel to drain of any excess fat, but I'm going to keep all that rendered fat in the pan because it's going to add lots of flavor to our filling. And now I'm going to add the rest of my filling ingredients. I have about 5 small mushrooms that I've diced. I have 1 small shallot diced. And I have 2 minced garlic cloves. I'm going to saute the mushrooms, the shallot, and garlic in their rendered bacon fat for a few minutes until that shallot has softened up a bit. I've transferred out the mushroom and shallot mixture, and next I'm going to add in a few handfuls of spinach, and I'm just going to cook that for a few minutes until it's wilted down. So let's put the filling together. I have my mushroom and shallot mixture here. I've diced up my bacon into small bits, and I'm going to add that into my mixture. Now, when I took out my wilted spinach out of the pan, I threw it into a bowl that's lined with paper towels just to absorb any of that extra moisture, and I'm going to add my spinach right into that mixture. And finally, we're going to add about 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm also going to season that with about half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and I'm just going to give that a stir to combine all those filling ingredients. Now that we have our fillings prepared, we could start working on our turkey. So today I'm using 2 large breasts. I'm going to take a sharp knife and I'm going to butterfly the meat so we have more surface to work with. So you'll want to take a sharp knife and just make a slit, but not all the way through, to just separate the meat into a larger flat piece. Then you'll want to cover the meat with 2 layers of cling wrap so nothing gets through, and then take a meat mallet and pound the meat until it's nice and flat. Once you pound the turkey breast flat, you want to go ahead and arrange one overlapping the other one slightly, just like that, to form like a rectangle shape. And now it's time to season and fill our turkey. I'm going to season the meat with a generous amount of kosher salt. Just sprinkle it over the top, and a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. And now it's time to add our prepared filling. So I'm going to put it right down the center of our turkey here. So you want to spread the filling to both ends and then leave about a 2-inch strip on this side that's uncovered by the filling. So that way when you roll everything up, the filling's going to be completely sealed on the inside. So you want to go ahead and just gently start from one end. Try to keep everything together as much as possible. You're going to get a little bit of filling that's coming out of the sides, and that's okay. And now it's time to tie everything together. So you'll want to cut long little strips of kitchen twine, and we're going to start out in the middle. So you want to go ahead and just run it underneath the turkey and then make a nice tight knot at the top. I'm going to season the outside of the turkey roll with a little bit of kosher salt as well, and now it's ready to be taken over to the stovetop. You'll want to heat a large pan over medium heat, and I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil into that pan. And now I'm just going to transfer my turkey roll into the pan, seam side down first. You'll want to use tongs to help turn the roll over, and you want to brown it on all sides. You see a little bit of filling coming out over here, and that's perfectly okay. So it's going to take about 15 minutes to brown on all sides, and then meanwhile I'm preheating my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to add a few tablespoons of butter to the top, and that's going to help keep our turkey really nice and moist. And now I'm going to place my turkey into my preheated oven, and I'm going to bake it until it reaches an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and I do recommend using a digital thermometer for this step. So while the turkey roll is in the oven, you'll want to take it out a few times and use a large spoon, collect some of that butter that's melted, and then baste the turkey roll a few times so that it stays nice and moist. After your turkey roll has reached an internal temperature of 160, you want to go ahead and take it out and let it rest for about 15 minutes before cutting into it. So you'll want to take a pair of kitchen shears and snip off the twine. And look at that delicious turkey. So you can see all that stuffing, the spinach, the mushrooms, little bits of bacon. And now it's time to dig in and enjoy. And that's it for a stuffed turkey breast. And while this roll was in the oven, my whole house was just filled with the aroma of that bacon, the shallots, the garlic, just permeating through that meat. It just fills your house with the most amazing aroma. And now it's time to give it a try. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of that filling, some of the turkey, of course. This is one delicious and scrumptious stuffed turkey breast. You guys are gonna love how moist and tender that meat is, and that stuffing is just to die for. I love all the smokiness from that bacon and the smoked paprika that we added, and all the other ingredients, the mushrooms, the shallots, the spinach, everything combined together tastes phenomenal. I highly recommend this dish if you're gonna be serving Thanksgiving dinner for a smaller group of people, or if you just prefer not to roast the whole turkey. This is a perfect alternative. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I hope you guys have a phenomenal dinner. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.